Hello, Master Tax here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 8 Italian Premium Heavy Tank. It is the Bisonte C45. And as always, before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I've currently got on this tank. My crew on this tank are quite decent. They are for my Bisonte 66, commanders on the 5th skill, the rest are on the 4th skill. The equipment that I use in the special survivability slot is vents. Then I've got improved rotation mechanism and vertical stabilizer. Also use a premium consumable food. So let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Roomberg. It's a standard battle and I've got the 7-8 matchmaking and I'm bottom tier today. So what you do, if you're in a versatile heavy like this tank, you want to just class it as a medium when you're bottom tier. So I am going to the middle where normally I would go to the town in a heavy tank. Now this tank, I have put a few replays of this tank, but I'm really enjoying this tank now that I understand that you have to sort the gun handling out, and then once you do that, this tank is really fun to play. That's what I find. Now when I want to grind credits, play a Tier 8 Premium, and I want to play a versatile heavy tank, this is definitely my first choice, which I find a little bit strange because when I did first get this tank from the Christmas boxes, I absolutely hated it. There's the little ABR out the way, so that's the first kill. Glad to get the wheels out of the game. So if you're a regular to my channel, you'll know that I always like to take the middle straight, and that's because once you get against the houses, pretty much covered, there's a good pile of rubble, help you get shot into the middle, and you light everybody up, hide behind the wall like I've just done now, and then you will get all the assistance. And in this position I can help against this backchat AP, the Tier 9 one. Managed to get one shot in but the second missed. So I'll tell you a little bit about this tank. It's mainly all about the gun on this tank, and what you get is 105mm with 218mm of penetration, which isn't nothing special. There's that backchat, can I take him out? That's a good tank to take out. So I'll get back to the gun. As I say, you get 218mm of penetration and you get 360 alpha damage. It is an auto reloading tank and the clip size is 3. Your first shell takes 14.88 seconds to reload. That's with my crew and equipment and they're pretty good. The second shell takes 13.13 seconds and the last shell takes 10.5. And to get the best ABM, you only want to be firing that last shell. But it depends what the situation is. If I can get back into a safe place, I will fire all 3 shells if I get the opportunity. So other stats with this gun, you've got an intra-clip reload, which is the reload between shells of 3 seconds, which isn't the best. This standard B isn't watching the game. You really need to keep up with the game. Just trying to push him out the way so I can get rid of this tank. CS59 dead. That player in the standard B really needs to keep up with the game. I don't know what he was focusing on, but you could see that tank was pushing it, would take him out. And there's a tank round the corner, Bisonte 54, I push round, one shot into him, I'm getting hit, but I want to take him out. There he is, taking out that Lorraine at the back, was getting shots into us. Can I take him out? One shell left, and he's taken out. So back to the gun stats. With my crew and equipment, I've got an aim time of 2.36 seconds, which is pretty poor, and then a dispersion of 0.37 seconds, which is also quite poor, especially if you want to snipe in this tank. And you also get a shell velocity of 1155 meters per second, which is quite good, and 10 degrees of gun depression. Nice shot into that Foch. Can I get the second one in? That was my first shell, so a big reload. So back to the gun stats, and there's only the ammo capacity is quite nice. You get 60 shells to fire, and then the other good thing about this gun is 10 degrees of gun depression. Shot into the Emil, he's been taken out. So now I'm going to push into the town, try and keep up with the battle, and I should reload the full clip by then. So I'll tell you another good thing about this tank, is it hasn't got any weak cupolas. That's really easy to hit on the top. So with that 10 degrees of gun depression, if you can find a ridge line, you'll do really well with this tank. And as I was telling you about the gun stats, this is a stat that applies to all the heavy tanks on the Italian tech tree line, is the hidden stats when you're moving in this tank or rotating the turret or your tracks. The gun handling is absolute garbage. That's why I use improved rotation mechanism and the vertical stabilizer just to sort them out. But once you do sort them out, the tanks are really fun to play. So I found the IS-32 and I've got a full clip, 2 shots into him. Can I finish him off? And Top Gun. Let's have a quick look at the stats. I did get a class 1 badge there. Also got the tank sniper, which have got caused the highest amount of damage from a distance of at least 300 meters. And I got the Top Gun for me 6 kills. Top of the tree for XP with a PSXP of 1393. Top for damage with 3380 damage in. We made 142,000 credits, that's due to a personal reserve bonus, and 9,614 XP, that's due to playing a premium vehicle, a personal reserve bonus, and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×4. I'd like to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've recently found out if you liked me videos and you give us a thumbs up or leave a comment, my videos will be easier for other people to find, so please do that. And if you're new, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. Cheers.